In our top story this evening, former State House Chief of Staff Prince Kwavuta has been arrested. National Police spokesperson Leah Chintempo has confirmed the arrest, but is yet to release further details. Information gathered by Times 360 indicates that Kwavuta has been arrested in connection with investigations surrounding the Amaryllis hotel saga. We also understand that he has been arrested alongside other individuals who are being questioned in relation to the matter. The United Nations and the World Food Programme have called for measures to help mitigate the impact of the El Nino weather phenomenon in Malawi. UN Resident Coordinator Rebecca Adadonto says the country cannot afford to wait for the weather event to strike before implementing mitigation measures. Feston Malegezo has more from Mzuzu.
Adadonto made the remarks on Monday during a field visit to Zigodo village in Mzimba, one of WFP's pilot sites implementing the Zero Hunger Village model, an initiative promoting community-led solutions to food insecurity and malnutrition. Adadonto said UN agencies are already on standby to support Malawi's preparatory efforts against El Nino.
We can't wait for El Nino to come and hit us, and once again we put our hands in our head and cry. We know it is coming. What are we doing? Government, communities, and the UN. And this is where the United Nations, led by World Food Programme, Food and Agriculture Organization, IFAD, and other UN agencies are standing by to support, as we are doing in Zigodo village and all the other almost 1,000 villages that we are helping with the Zero Hunger Initiative.
WFP Country Director and Representative in Malawi, Hyung Chun Lim, said hunger remains a major challenge in the country, but expressed optimism that initiatives such as the Zero Hunger Village project could help reverse the trend.
Some donors are stepping in. They want to invest. So with a small success, more we can demonstrate this is indeed possible, because a lot of people don't believe it. Ending hunger is not possible, or it will take forever. But look at this. Within 1 year, they are already achieving. They are already secured food for 1 year. They no longer need to go for casual labor, 2,000, 3,000 kwacha per day, but they have food.
In Mzimba North, Zigodo village is among the beneficiaries of the Zero Hunger Village project. One of the beneficiaries, Blessed Zoya, said he received maize and fertilizer through the initiative.
I've managed to harvest up to 30 bags. This will definitely help my family in terms of food security and economically.
Apart from visiting households implementing the Zero Hunger Village initiative, the UN Resident Coordinator, accompanied by UNICEF country representative to Malawi, Penelope Campbell, also toured Jonas ECD, which has benefited from support provided by the WFP through its Togolotans 2 program.
Now, a shortage of resources is affecting operations at the Independent Complaints Commission, which handles complaints against the Malawi Police Service. Deputy Director of Investigations, Grant Kankulungo, says the Commission has completed investigations into 268 of the 592 complaints lodged against the police since 2020. Kankulungo disclosed this in Lilongwe on Monday during an interactive session with the media.
But the capacity is still a challenge. And when you talk about capacity, we're talking about human capacity as well as resources, finance, and the material. As I indicated during our interface, the establishment of the commission is only at 30. And in terms of operations, investigations, we are the only 7 heads in the investigation department, covering the whole country. And we are now engaging government that we do a functional review with the aim of establishing more positions, and then we also establishing regional offices in all the regions where the police have their regional offices.
Governance commentators have raised concern that Malawi continues to pay heavily for some poor decisions made by authorities. The sentiments follow revelations that the government continues to pay salaries and benefits to Director of Public Prosecutions Masaubo Chankagala, despite him not actively discharging his duties. Isaac Salima has more in this report.
President Peter Mutharika in November last year appointed Faustino Maere as Director of Public Prosecutions. However, Chankakala did not receive any letter or communication of being fired or redeployed and has been receiving salaries and benefits despite not reporting for duties. Chankakala on Sunday refused to comment on the matter. When asked why the government has not assigned Chankakala for other duties, spokesperson in the Office of President Cabinet Focus Maganga referred us to the Minister of Information Shadrack Namalomba, saying he was away. Namalomba did not respond to our WhatsApp message. Meanwhile, governance commentators have described the development as an unfortunate and avoidable situation. Chairperson of National Advocacy Platform, Benedicto Gondowe, said the development indicates the consequences of contested and politically influenced public appointments. He said while President Peter Mutharika has consistently emphasized respect for the rule of law and constitutional governance, this matter demonstrates the need for greater vigilance in ensuring that appointments to key public offices are legally sound, transparent, and insulated from political considerations from the outset. And the chairperson of Human Rights Defenders Coalition, Michael Kayasa, said that it is surprising that the situation has been allowed to persist for this long, considering economic challenges that Malawi is currently facing. Last week, Public Appointments Committee of Parliament summoned the Chief Secretary to Government, Justin Saidi, to provide an update on the status and propose the way forward regarding the position of Chankakala. However, the meeting did not take place.
More than 254,000 learners have begun sitting the 2026 primary school Living Certificate of Education examinations. On Monday, Minister of Education Brighton Saga visited examination centers at Kamana and Ntandiza primary schools in Ideza and expressed satisfaction with the smooth administration of the examinations. Brenda Kayo has more in this report read by Grace Macau.
Saga said reports received from across the country indicate that the examinations have commenced without challenges.
I am glad that I'm not only monitoring progress of exams in data, but throughout the country. So while I'm here physically, I have been able to receive reports from all the schools in Malawi that the exams have started on time, have started well.
Ntandiza primary school head teacher MacLeod Katumba said the institution was fully prepared to administer the examinations and that the process had begun without any problems.
So far, examinations have started on a very good note and we don't have any challenges.
Meanwhile, Deputy Minister of Education Francis Foley is also satisfied with the conduct of the examinations in Chinji district. Foley toured several examination centers, including Kawiri Primary School, Chinji Mission Primary School, Kamuzu Primary School, and Chinyata Primary School, where he observed the administration of the examinations and that all had started on a good note. A total of 254,486 candidates have registered for this year's PSLCE examinations. Out of these, 132,773 are girls, while 122,297 are boys.
In Blantyre, our reporter Miriam Mulaya visited Catholic Institute Primary School where 487 learners are sitting the examinations. She spoke to examination supervisor Jennifer Gia.
Okay, we have started so well. No hiccups. We have got everything. We have got a security because we have got the police officers here. Okay, we have got 487 students. They are coming from 7 schools. That means we have got 6 feeder schools.
One of the candidates from Chichiri Primary School, Akin Kadziwe, says he expects to perform well in the examinations.
I
Actually, it's very nice. This is more actually easier than mock since mine is easy. Yeah. I'm actually expecting good grades this time since I've actually worked hard. Yeah. Actually, I have no problems, and the security here is tight since we're being escorted by guards to go to the toilet. Yeah.
When we come back, we'll take you to Doha, where people affected by stormy rains are asking government for assistance. Welcome back. People whose houses were damaged by stormy rains in Doha have appealed to the government for construction materials to help them rebuild their homes. At least 100 households, including those in the area of traditional authority in Mponera, were left homeless following the disaster on Saturday. Pempero Manimba has the story.
The disaster has seen people's houses, business premises, and part of Champion Stadium damaged. Many households now lack shelter with no hope for reconstruction. Some of the affected people, Efeo Kamwendo and Christina Yona, feel the government should help them with construction materials such as bricks and cement. The two believe that this is the only way to reconstruct their houses. Department of Disaster Management Affairs Director of Preparedness and Response, Charles Magama, said the department will consult its shelter cluster to map the way forward.
At the moment, we are focusing on the vulnerable citizens around this area. We have a cluster called shelter. We'll consult with them and assessments will be made and we will see the way forward.
Meanwhile, Dortmund has supported the affected households with assorted food and non-food items.
In sports news now, Malawi national football team, the Flames, continue their search for a first victory of the year. Their run includes a penalty shootout loss to Zambia following a goalless draw, a narrow defeat to Botswana, and 2 international friendlies against Ethiopia. Malawi lost the first friendly 1-0 with the second encounter scheduled for Tuesday in Addis Ababa. Lauren Impasa has more in this report read by Peter Ford.
The Flames are set to face Ethiopia in the second leg of their international friendly in Addis Ababa on Tuesday. The match will provide the technical team with a chance to test new combinations and assess player performance ahead of upcoming competitive fixtures. Head coach Callisto Pasua says the friendlies are part of a long-term preparations aimed at strengthening the national team and building depth across all positions. He added that the team conceded error in the first friendly last week, resulting in a defeat, but expressed hope for improvement in Tuesday's return fixture.
We started off slowly, and we conceded a corner kick, maybe in the, I think in 35 seconds. We lost concentration and we settled well, and we started maybe playing well. It's unfortunate maybe we couldn't get a goal in the first half, but yes, we had some areas where also we were having problems in terms of maybe winning the balls back, especially in the central midfield. But second half, when we made changes, we became good, and we had more clear chances than our opponent. It's unfortunate maybe we couldn't take up our chances that we got. In this level of football, one chance, if you don't take it, you are punished. And I think we were on the end part of it where we lost the game, but we had more clear chances than our opponents.
Malawi lost first friendly 1-0 with a second encounter scheduled for Tuesday.
And that's the news for now, but before we go, the headlines again. Police arrest former State House Chief of Staff Chris Kapundangaga. CFTC fines 6 companies a total of 361 million kwacha over various violations. In other news, lack of resources affects operations of the commission responsible for handling complaints against the police. My name is Eric Nsikiti. Good evening.